All right, let's do this like that. We'll turn the fan off. Close the door a little bit. All right. I think this is better. Yeah. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to lower my gain just a little bit. I think it's a little too hot. I think this will be a little better. And I turned off the fan, so there shouldn't be so much feedback. I ended up rebooting my laptop. I think that is what the issue was. Something was wrong with my laptop. I don't know. I got really worried it was my microphone, and I didn't want to have to replace this microphone. So right now I am on the, well, I didn't do this video yet, but I recently got a wireless lab system. So I am completely wireless right now, which is sweet. And I did an unboxing and like kind of first test out with it. And that will be coming out this week. I would definitely do that this week, because I think I just finished editing the video for that. Yeah, I like it because now I can run around my, even though it's a tiny office, I'm not tethered with the cable. All right, so on to business. Today, I am finally going to do the i3 Mark III S upgrade to the MMU2 and to the i3 Mark III. So, but I'm actually going to do a little bit different because I'm not going to use the exact files from PRUSA. I'm going to use a Frankenstein of the bit. Butterworth Designs, I believe his name is. He's on Facebook, he's on Twitter, and he's on Instagram under that. He created a better design for the extruder for the Mark IIIS upgrade. So I'm going to use his parts. He only edited a few parts, so I have everything, his parts, including the other ones, here in my little container. And I will be using all of these to do it. I just need to pull up the document because I actually closed it at some point on my laptop and I no longer have it. Wires so 2018. Yep, I know that, Jake. So let me just get this up real quick. Gotta re-Google it and find it again. Manual. English manuals. That's what we need. We speak English. Alright, so I'm doing the Mark IIIS and the MMU2S. Yeah, that one. Introduction. Yeah, I know that stuff. Print the files, I've already printed them. That, and yeah, all right. So we are doing the MK3 extruder upgrade disassembly. So we're going to go through the extruder disassembly. This is part 1. So we're going to switch. So also another kind of awesome thing here is if I switch to this screen, this is off of my SL2 Canon camera, which I hope you guys can see this. So just make sure you can. There are the brackets up here and here. I can't figure out how to get rid of those on the camera. So, oh well, they're just going to be there for this stream. But yeah, so I got a Camlink 4K through Amazon affiliate usage. So thank you guys for using Amazon affiliate links. So that was $130 or $140, something like that. So this should be like really, really nice. And I have it paired with my, what's this, the 24-105 Canon L lens. So I can get a nice good zoom in here. And you guys should be able to see everything pretty spiffily. Although it is a ridiculously heavy camera, so my boom here is having troubles. Okay, so I'm going to not see your chat for a few because I'm going to have the manual up here. And we're going to go ahead and just get into this. So the first thing we have to do is release the cable bundle. Well, let me look in here. I don't think I need anything in here yet. So we're just gonna put this off to the side. The nice thing though is that, so I guess before I dive into this, I should talk real quick about what all this is. So the MK3S upgrade is changes that PRUSA decided to make, and he decided to make the upgrade free to everyone because it's supposed to solve a lot of issues between the Mark III and the MMU2 configuration together. There's other things that if you just have the printer or if you just have the MMU2, but you probably wouldn't. Either way, it's supposed to solve a lot of issues, so PRUSA made it free, and you just had to wait. It took me, I think it was on the waiting list for a little over a month, and then I finally reached out to them and said, hey, when's it coming? They're like, oh, you are next Thursday, this date is going to ship. Sure, shooting. That date, I got an email, it shipped. So it comes in this flat box right here, and this is what it was. And again, it was totally free if you print your own parts, which I did. But the other thing is that's kind of cool is, though, you can print your own parts, but they give you a 300-gram roll of PETG. So you could just wait to receive this, print your own parts, and then do it. I didn't know they were going to include filament for it, or you can spend the 20 bucks, I think it is, and have them print the parts for you and ship it to you. But yeah, I didn't realize that they gave you filament until you did this, but I printed all of this in Ziltech, in Ziltech black PETG. So it has this part, it's got some new cables in here, and there are several new pieces in here. There's a magnet that's going to go in. There's a buffer system for using the MMU2. I don't actually use it because I use the rep box. And then they are using a new, where's it at? There is a optical sensor, I think it's in here too somewhere, that they use for the filament instead of the filament sensor that they have, which incidentally, mine is bad. And I have the new one right here. So I reached out to PRUSA about a month and a half ago and got a new one because mine died after just like 2 or 3 months of use. So, and they knew that was a problem, which is why they're changing out for an optical sensor instead of using that one. So yeah, now that we talked about the box of goodies, I can put that back down there and go back to here. Oh, let's change you guys back to here so you can see what I'm doing. And here, we're just going to make that smaller so you can, yeah. Oh, that works. I can dual screen that. That's not too bad. But then I can't see the chat window. Oh well. At least I can see what you guys are looking at me here. All right, so the first thing we got to do is, this is going to be semi-annoying with these giant Bowden tubes hanging around here. So can you guys see that? Not really, no. Yep. There we go. All right, so we're diving into here first, into the control box. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And this is where it gets fun because you gotta take out a bunch of stuff. And I actually have the older version of the box, so I actually have to cut the zip tie away. The new version that you did my clone in has a clamp that you screw in, but mine is zip tied, so that was easy enough to get that out. Oh, that actually is not good. I'm gonna have to put some tape on that. I'm actually wearing through the heater insulation, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and tape that up while I'm at this because that is no bueno. That's gonna be bad. Take that out, and then we're going to take all of this off here. 1, 2, 3. It's on the back of the extruder there. There's our trash can. All right, now open the NZ case. Okay, what's from the extruder? So everything from the extruder needs to be disconnected. So everything in this. Oh man, this is gonna be super fun, and I don't have a screwdriver handy.
Yes, I do. Where's it at? There it is. Not that one, this one. So, all right, so there's the heater. Might be actually be able to go ahead and just shorten these cables to get rid of that. Maybe not, that's a little too short. That's all right, I'll figure it out. I shall figure it out. And there's the pin to probe. There it is. There's the motor. And we have a fan, maybe? Get this out. Yep, there's a fan there. And we got a fan here. Oh, there we go. And then we have another one here. And we have a thermistor. I don't have tiny hands, people. All right. So there is the bundle disconnected, as it said to do. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring it back up here. Where are we at? Right there. We're going to take apart this bad boy right there. So, release the 5 screws. So we'll go middle first. Then we'll go bottom. I mean, the longest part, I mean, this whole thing is just an extruder upgrade, but this is going to take, I mean, I'm hoping this is going to take less than 2 hours. Because I think when the original assembly, the original extruder took 45 minutes or an hour, I think is what they said it should take or does take. All right, those are all disconnected. And then we need to unplug the filament sensor. I'm gonna have, I have to take this whole thing off. Oh man, I didn't take off the spiral wrapping, but I have to take all that because I gotta feed all these out, and I really need to fix this heater cable. I probably should put a support ticket in for that. Maybe if my doppelganger Shane from PRUSA joins, somebody can yell at him, hey, Shane needs a new heater cartridge. I should probably actually tweet that at them real quick. All right. Actually, let me do that real quick. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Let's see here. Check comments while I do this real quick. Everybody's just saying hi. I guess everybody's just tuning in, watching, waiting. At Joseph and at doing my MK3S not good. send that out. All right, so we'll go put that back over there. All right, so now we're going to pull all this out because we have to all this is gonna be new parts. We're gonna take all this out now. One at a time, of course, because this hole could not get any smaller. That one, that one, that one. Okay, put those parts to the side. We've got the cable here, which I think they replaced, so this cable is no longer needed. Well, I'm going to keep it as a spare, but I will use the new one that they give. Oh, Joe just went live too. Oh, great. And then now we're just going to spread out the cables like we had done before. And here's the, we're going to need this later. And then, or I'll put this down in the box lid, parts we're going to need later. All right, so we got all that. Spread it out. All right, what else are we doing now? Release tension. So let's carefully spin this around. Get all the things out of the way. All right, we are going to release the tension, which is loosen the top one up, loosen the bottom one up, and I'm going to have to loosen this one up too. There we go. So there's a little bit of slack in that now. We're going back to the back again. All right. Those cables out of the way. Yeah, this MMU bit is annoying and in the way. Oh, there we go. That's better. All right, you guys can see that, right? Yeah, there we go. So now we can. I'll put this in. Where's the studio mode? Where the heck is it? I guess it's gone whenever you're like this. Just trying to see my screen a little better, make sure you guys can see. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better right there. Okay. Now we're gonna pull out this screw. And this screw. I'm going to take off this PTFE tubing as well because that's going to get in the way. So release and remove. All right, so there's this one out. And this one out. Okay. Before releasing, remove the last screw. Hold the extruder because it will fall. So hold this and release this one here. There we go. I can pull all of my cables out. All right, and there's the extruder. Pull this screw out. Okay. And now remove the black nylon. We did that. I'm going to remove the belt. And we're going to cut out the old carriage. I hope they give me new square nuts, because getting these old ones out is going to be probably near impossible. Oh, let's double check here. Fired the barbecue. I think it's going to take 2 hours, Gunner. I really do. Okay. So that's out. Now we're going to work on, set this aside. So now we're going to work on this. And I really wish I could adjust my... It's a little bright of an image, so I apologize for that. All right, so we're going to take off the fan first, which is good because I don't like... These screws are kind of stripped. I got the fan screws, the fan. We're going to need that. I'm going to take off the front here. We got this fan. All right. And we're going to take off the support for the fan. Now the 3 screws in the back. This should release the motor. So there's our motor, and washers and stuff all falling off. All right, take out the Pinda probe. Whoop, that's that's the issue with the heavy lens. Is that this thing is having a hard time holding it up. Ugh. It's drooping again. Hang on 1 second. See if I can tighten that a little bit more. Suck it in, man. There we go. This thing is not really meant to hold a gigantic DSLR. So, all right, we got the sensor there out. Now we got 2 more screws and one's out from the side. Oh, these front ones here. Whoop, that's the wrong one. Release both M3 screws and remove the extruder cover so you can reach the hot end. Hot end reached. A little bit of PETG on there still. There we go. We got the hot end out. We still got lots of pieces in this still. All right, we're going to remove the PTFE tube because they use a new length. So that's out. All right, inserting the new PTFE. Okay, open the upgrade package. Looks like for the bag with PTFE tubing in it. Oh, it's gonna be this one right here. Now, make sure that the ends are clean, and this one has a beveled edge to it. And that's flared, so this is going to go in this way and insert like so. Okay, that's now in, and this one put up there. Same for the other printer. Remove the Bondtech gear. I need my other screwdrivers for that. Whoop. And grab my set. So I'm going to remove the Bondtech gear. So this one first. Ouch. Alright, it's a weird size because none of those fit. Did he put tools in here? Alright, well I have some other options here. They're all big. Nothing small there. Huh. This is going to be pretty funny if I can't get this thing off. I thought one of my Wehas fit that. This one does. Okay, so there's the Bondtech screw. And then I need to finish disassembling this piece here. So I think I've got the spring on them. And this guy got a spring on him. Slide that out, save the washer, save the screw. Trying to get this thing out. Oh, man, that is tough right there. Smaller. Really hope I don't like shoot this thing across the room. Golly, it's in there tight. Or put it right into my freaking hand. Whoops. Oh, that's okay. Oh, there it goes. All right. So we got that one and that. And just a square nut I don't need to worry about right now. Whew! That was tough. All right, now we need to take off this top plate. Come on. Okay, and now we're going to pull out the sensor. which I can throw away because it's trash. Man, that's the bit right there. No RBO time. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next section. I'll check comments real quick. Nothing there. Alright. Take your time. Alright, so now I need the... Alright, so I have the new... So this can go away. Let me take out these old screws. I need these. And this is the old body, which I'm just going to set to the side for now. And I need to find the hardware here. So that's buffer stuff. We're not going to use that at all. This is 3D printed parts that I'm going to need. E-axis, extruder spare. So this E-axis stuff is what we're going to need here. And there's some magnet and some bunch of parts that I'll just put in there. And again, get this magnet out of the way. Alright, so there's a little part tray. So I've got the new bit here. I need 2 square. And I need 2 round ones. And I need a M3 by 10, which is that. And I need that printed part. There's that one. This little like pointer block thing is what you need. So that. Okay, so the one of the square go in here, and the 10 goes in there. It's going to be for the Pinda. I need to insert 2 of these, which I'll just, will this pull through or not? Yeah, that's actually this might not pull them in all the way. I'm going to use another screw bolt to pull these nuts into the printed part. I'm going to use this one instead this time, I think. Yep, that's shorter and easier, less spinning. Where are we at? Okay, and then this other square nut goes in up top. Push that all the way forward with something thinner. There we go. All right, so now we need the extruder motor, which is this one, extruder motor. And then we need extruder motor plate, which is, yep, this one right here. Yeah, this is labeled N4 and A. Can't read that anyways, but anyways, that's the different one. And then we need 2 10 millimeters.
and all the gears that I have right there. So with the cable going down, this sits on like so. Flat part is facing out. And then these two tens go into the bottom two holes. So I think also the thing behind this new extruder design is it's more modular. So I think without taking the entire thing apart, you can now get to your motor and your extruder much more easily. Okay, so that plate is on now. And then I need this gear to go here. And the thing is, you have to line it up with the channel going through there, which that looks pretty spot on to me. Ouch. That's why I jabbed myself. Yeah, it looks pretty spot on to me. Oh, I'm going to use a piece of filament to test it, which I think I just threw a piece away, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I can... too low. Ooh. Put this in here. That's better. Just for reference, that gear is now almost perfectly flush. The shaft sticks out just a little bit further, but that's on there nice and tight now. I can't believe these wheels don't fit it. Okay, either way, that part's done. Okay, so now we need another part, which is, this is the extruder cover. Again, this is a little different. They've actually taken some of the weight out of it by throwing in this little honeycomb shape, which is supposed to be better. I don't know. That's what they say. Slide a square nut into here. Push that in, okay. All right, so now we're gonna need the extruder. I keep knocking stuff over. 3 M40s, well, M3 40 mils. It should be these ones here. And then 2 10mm ones right there. Okay, so this, wait, where's that new part at? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this gets, where's that other, okay, this thing goes right here. So that goes like that. It's in black just because I didn't print the other color yet. Okay, those do almost align. I want to make sure they didn't send it, did they? I didn't see it in the parts at all. Yeah, okay, they did not send that part. Okay, we'll make sure. And then 2 10mm go in here, like that.
going to take our extruder and set it in there like so. Or hot end, I should say. Sorry, hot end. Set that in there. They should point behind my hand, which they do. And then the extruder gear sits on there like that. And then this plate sits on here like that. Really? That's how that goes? That is how that goes. And then 2 of these big old screws go in here. Probably should have did this earlier. I could have got my electric screwdriver wherever the heck that thing is. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Gotta break through this first piece. There we go. Okay, and now make sure this is still aligned properly. I can tighten this down. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We're definitely getting somewhere. Oh, so they're a little bit longer, so yeah, they do stick out. I guess they screw into the back of the next piece, so I'll back those out later. All right, so now we need, there's an ant or something there. Oh yeah, you can sit there. So we need this crazy looking piece. This piece. We need the new PTFE dingle hopper. We need that. We need this little flat piece. And then we need one M3 nut. We need a 10 millimeter and an 18 millimeter. So there's a 10 millimeter. 18 millimeter. There's those. All right. And we need the IR sensor, which is in this bag. All right. So there's our IR sensor. And we need a new, oh, excuse me. We need an 8 millimeter. That's that one. No. That's the M2 8 millimeter. That's what we need. So this itty bitty sucker right here. We need that. And we need the blue IR sensor. Where's those cables at? Oh, that's it. They give you both. MK3S IR sensor cable. This is some pretty thin wire, I can say that much. Holy heck. Okay. So we take this piece standing up, and we're going to feed the sensor cable into it. Okay. And then with that facing, clip facing up, the IR sensor faces down and attaches like that. So there's the IR sensor hooked up right there. Now it goes in like so. And the cable goes underneath like that, it looks like. And this is where that itty bitty screw goes. Oh heck, that's... There we go. The ball heads are not working on the Weehas for these little pieces today. Alright, so secure that. That's pretty little package right there, I think. Alright, now the cable is going to get routed into the foot, like so. You couldn't tell me to do that before, guys? Come on. Okay, put that in there. And then it goes. It snaps together like that. All fancy like. And then the M3x10, here it is, goes into this side right here. Okay. Well, that is looking like a pretty nifty little thing, I have to say. It really is. Okay, so that's all done. So we'll set this aside. Now we're going to get ready to do the X carriage. So here's the new X carriage piece. And we need 2 nuts and 4 square nuts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 of those, and another one of those. Oh, we didn't use this yet, did we? Oh, derp. I didn't put the cap on when I did that piece. So let me go back to here real quick. Fix my mistake. That's better. There's a lid that goes on that. Sorry, it was a lot of frame, but yeah, how to do that. All right, so we got to have the PRUSA pool on 2 of these here. So get a screw, put it through there. pulling the nuts through. Do this side here, same way. Okay, now these parts are done. Well, at least that part is. And then we have to slide in, let's see, so one goes in here, one goes here, whoops, right? Yeah. Okay, there's that one. That one. I said there was one. Yep, down here at the bottom. So parts are pretty similar to the original ones, but I can definitely tell there's some small tweaks here and there that were made. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, this all gets put together now. Okay. I'm royally confused now. So he has, it looks like it's up top like that. So this sits up here, like so, and all of this gets routed down in here, like that. Guess that eventually is going to be end up like that. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, so that seems silly to do that right now because that just fell right out. So anyways, we're going to put the motor cable in there. It's as in focus as I can make it here. All right, we'll do that. And then, okay, it's all in the channel. So that's exactly where that should be. Easy day. Wow, and then we're going to put this together now. So let's get this back into that channel there. I need to loosen these up now because they're going to interact with that. Or no, they have space. Oh, they just have space. Okay. So that goes in there. This sits like that. Oh, this goes in here. This is really hard to show and actually do even. Get the wires in there like so. Okay, that's not pinched. That's not pinched. That just kind of it's free moving. That stuff there's good. Just push that a little bit more. All right, now what? Tighten down this guy right here. All right, so that tighten that one on. Oh, and tighten this one down too. Okay. And that extruder still moves freely when I do that. So, hot dog. All right. Now, this sucker gets flipped up here. And it goes like that, I guess, right? Yeah. And this is where we're going to use that 18 millimeter to fasten you down. But you're not finding the hole. There it goes. Still nice and loose, so that's good. And then this last 40 millimeter goes in right here, I guess. And that just brings it all home. All right, so we've got a good bit done here. Very different design. Actually, now I'm looking at it, it did change a fair amount of things here on it. All right, so now 3 M3 by 14. So 1, 2, and 3. No, I'm missing a 14 millimeter one. Got 2 there. Unless I used a 14 earlier by mistake. Could be. Could be. That's fine. I'll just use another 10. Unless I could go the spares because I definitely don't have another 14 in there. So let's go to the spares. And there is 2 14 mils in here. That'd be this guy. All right. Okay, so now we have to get in. We're doing this side here again. I have to get my fan. It tells me the proper way to seat this, which is like that. Pinch it down. And it goes up into here like that. push this in there some, I guess. There we go. Alright, so there's the fan, and then what screws am I putting in? Everything except for that bottom one there, so... Oh, here's the other screw. Stupid. There goes a bit now. One. I guess if you're doing this would be a really good time to clean your fan, because if yours is dirty, mine's actually pretty good. Okay, those are all tight on there. Still spins freely. On that one, okay. All right, so now we're going to put together the idler part, which is that guy. So here's the idler part. And then we need a screw, a 40. Are these all the same size here? Yeah, those are all the same size. And I need a nut. All right, got all this. I need to pull this into here. Okay, that's in there now. And then the bearings are still in there. So with this, why does that one look a little bit different than the one that I just printed off? That's interesting. Where's the other parts at? So neither one of them have that. So mine don't have the little, there's a thing that comes up off of it here in the design or in the instructions, but this one definitely does not have that. So how do I put this in here now? So the geared part goes by the short end, so it goes in this way. And then the shaft goes in from, so they have it in the picture like this. Shaft goes in this way. Okay, there's that. There's that piece. And it rolls freely. Okay, we'll use this time to check alignment one more time. So let's get a piece of filament and kind of just straighten it out a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go here, like this. Oh, it goes down into here, and it goes right in like that. Boom, that goes perfectly. Okay. Now we're going to remove the filament. And this piece just interesting. Okay, so this is going to go, fits in just like that. And then an M3x40 is going to go in right here. But they're not using the little washers anymore. There we go. Tighten it, but not too tight that this door still opens, which it does. Okay. All right, now this tensioning spring goes in on this side. So it should be just below the surface, it says. Okay. Just want to see how easily this filament. Oh man, that's really tight. Loosen that just a smidge. Oh, I can't even push through those. Oh well. Leave it like that. All right, now we're gonna get the new angled piece. I need to pull a nut into it, which I think I have to because it's pretty tight as it is. I guess it does lock in there pretty good. All right, there's that. And using the number 10, so it goes on just like the old one did. All right, there's for the fan. That's on there now. And then the fan shroud, which I printed, but they also sent me one. So I'm just going to use mine. Just got to snap off the support. Make sure it's the same. Looks like it. That's like mine because it's shiny. It matches everything else. I need a square nut, which slides into here, and a M3x20. It's going to be this big sucker there. Oh, that's where that goes. Okay, so then this sits here, like that, and this goes through into that nut. Oh man, it's tight. so there's the new fan. That's how close that thing gets there. Fits that just perfectly. Just like that. All right, so now we need 2 more M20 or 20 millimeters. Need a nut. We need our fan. Oh, don't fall. Okay, so the fan. Interesting. Okay. We have this on here, and this gets 20 mil. That gets that in there. That fits in there like that. And then there's another one. This sits here. And the 20 mil goes in the front. So they've made 2 points of contact for the fan now, so that it stays a little more stable with 2 mounting points instead of the old just up here. So that's an interesting change. So it rotates freely. All right. Where are we at? Alright, now we're going to mount the cable. Goes just through there like that. Space for the pin to probe. Now we get the pin to probe. Put the little service loop in it again. Tighten this down again. Alright, and then that goes into this channel as well, just like that. Okay. Now we need some zip ties, which are here. Just 2 of those. We're going to prepare to, we're finally going to do this mount this to the printer soon. So they go in the bottom, not the top. All right, so now let's reposition and get ready to mount this to the printer. Let's go over here, let's go up, let's zoom out. There we go. So they haven't had the belt in there yet, so shucks. These are all tangled up now. Okay, that fits in there, so now we can tighten these on. Okay. Now we can clip those zip ties. Clip 1, clip 2. Okay. Now we gotta just bring all these under the belt, over the rail, smooth out I should say, and this stuff here needs to come over through there, through that channel, because the belt goes in here. Perfect. The bearing is seated properly. All right, now we'll reattach this belt real quick. Okay, that's in there. That was easy to do. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, oh, that's when they loosened it. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and tighten the motor real quick, which I'm not gonna adjust camera for that. You guys saw me undo it. You can watch, figure me out doing it. Okay, go back. All right, so we're back in the back here. Okay, anyway, we already know that's all level. I don't need to do any of that stuff. And they super glue it. Oh no, that's where they had to cut it down. I have to cut it down. I already did all that part. All right, so now we're going to prepare all of that. All right, so the nylon filament is here. Oh, and we've got a sharp end and non-sharp end. Pliers. Just do this real quick. Maybe we'll do the sharp end. Stick in there. That's in there. Need to kind of retrain it though. All right. Ooh, nylon's in there. All right, so now we need some more of the printed parts here. So we need side this new back plate. We need this piece here. Then we need a 40 millimeter and a regular nut. Nut has to get poured into here. Why can't you get in there? There we go. Okay. That's in there. This piece goes like this. Other way. Get the big channel down. Take the big screw. Put it in there. None of this is new from the original guide, so I'm just not going through this with you guys watching me because you've seen it before. I'll have a ton of spare hardware after this though, because they gave you all new hardware. They didn't expect you to reuse pretty much anything really except for the key components from the original kit. So there's that put together. Alright, so now we need to feed all the cables through now. So we got 1, 2, another one here. It's the motor. Whoops. The label came away with. Now we got the. Oh, shnikey. How does this fit in there? Told you probably to do that one first, I think, because it's the hardest to put in. It's the largest, I should say, so that makes it the hardest. Yep, and now I'm a little stuck here. Alright, so come on. Snag it out. Snag it out. Okay, leave those ones in there because those ones are big. And then we're going to get that through. Okay. Now the big ones are in. Now I can do the other smaller ones. But now I'm getting tangled in here. Okay, and then there's the optical sensor cable. Fan cables are all in. That's in. The fan cable here for the knock to a fan. And then the nylon. Whoop. All right, there's all those. Holy smokes. Let's see, all those are in there. All right, now we're using 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put this in like it was in the old one. Oops. Screwdriver. Okay, now the rest will be easy to put in. I'm sure doing this the next time will be even easier reassembly just because of breaking through all the brand new printed parts. Tiny bit of elephant footing on some of them, so tiny bit. And the last one is, where's that at? Oh, way down there. I'm gonna clamp in the bearing, and now we're moving. Come on. And we move nice and easily, and that is on there nice and solid. I didn't use the textile, I used the other one. I need to get some electrical tape real quick just to fix my heater cartridge cable because I don't have another one. So we need to repair rather than replace at this point. Shoop. Where's that at? That one. And that one. That should be all right. Could also shrink tube it if I want to, but no. Oh, let's check comments real quick. Where are we at here? No. Oh, wait, what part is it? Lou said something's for the MK3S without MMU2S. I'm on the assembly guide that this is the MK3S and MMU2S. That's the assembly guide that I'm currently using. So if something is different, then I don't know. I'll check the comments in a second. I'm gonna start getting this thing ready. Where's that? Oh. This bit here. Okay, here's that. And then zip ties go which way? From the top. From the tippity top. Well, I don't know if it matters that much. I mean, that it just has, that's when I can take out one screw and swap out that piece later. So I'll look online. But again, I printed the parts that said this is the MK3S with MMU2S parts. So if it's different, I don't know. I honestly don't think it's going to matter that much. I mean, truthfully. Oh, I can't even see where those holes are. Holy heck. So there's 1, 2, 3, and those all go right up to there. Okay, there's those ones done. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 2 more for the bottom bits. These ones go the same way, so 1, 2. I have Tenacious D stuck in my head, and it is kind of killing me here. And I just attached down to the bottom there. Snip these two, 1 and 2. And then do this one here. There we go. Now we can wrap all of this up. Kind of, you say I drink before streams. I'd love to drink on streams, just because sometimes these projects make you want to drink. I have so many upcoming ones that I need to do that I'm just kind of dreading because they're going to be so much work. And this one is, I mean, how long have we been doing this now? We've been doing this for an hour and a half, and we're just getting the end of it. So I said 2 hours was my goal, and we're just about there. That's the nylon piece right there. Brandon, what's up, man? All right, so we take a break there. So this is where it gets a little funky, so it's already assembled and it's already connected for the MK2S. So now it jumps me to step 25, where I have to connect all of these components. So you guys aren't going to be able to see this, and I'm not going to be able to see this either, because this part is brutally hard to see either way, even if you know what the heck you're looking for. They show me exploded. So the white, so orange is the Pinda. So where's Pinda? Here's Pinda, right? You just click right into here. Okay. And then we've got the hot end. I can do hot end last because that one's easy to know. I guess I can do it now too because it's easy to know. I can't see anything. Okay, there's that in. The E motor goes there. This might be more stressful than the rest of the damn build. Okay, that's the E motor in. This here is some of the fans and such. I just need, sorry. Yeah, lost it. And then this fan here goes on the, it's a 3-pin, goes on this bottom 3-pin here. And this one goes on the one next to it. And a green, oh, yeah, they labeled that one, look at them. And this one goes above that one. Oh, upside down. Oh, I'm also around that cable. Whoops. Okay, so that goes in that way. Okay. Now I just have this to put in. Looks like the white goes on the far side. Okay, let me make sure, go down a little bit, make sure I put that in right. Frank, I really try not to swear. I really do. Brand's going all right. Couple things here and there, but not too bad. That one. All right, now I just need to feed everything into this and close it up. So you're going last. I need to blow my nose. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay. I can't even see that. Okay. Push all these cables in. And then we push in the MMU2 cables. And we try and shove this thing shut. Make sure nothing's being pinched. That is being pinched right there. Let me tighten that shut real quick. Oh, that's what fell out. It was the nut fell out. Shoot. I thought I heard that. I was like, why isn't this thing tightening? Okay. Much better. Whew. Good gravy. So they also have the spool holder and buffer assembly, which I'm not going to use. So I can get my push fitting off of this one. Put my push fitting onto this one. And we have this, and we have that, and that's what we have. Did you print the spacer for the filament sensor? I have no idea what that is, Jeff. I printed everything that the guide said. I went through it step by step. Oh yeah, so that's to do the spool holders. We're not doing any of that. And I'm not doing any of that buffer stuff. It looks cool, but yeah, I don't need to do any of that. Alright. We got our... I do need to update the firmware though. A new firmware just came out. Sorry, I muted you guys because I blew my nose and I never unmuted you. I'm flashing the firmware right now with the newest 3.1.7. I'm going to go ahead and flash the MMU2 as well once I'm done with that newest firmware version, which is on there. Yeah, totally sorry about the muting. It's verifying it, so 100% verify. Let's go back over to this side. Alright, it said verified, so what the heck? Or it's just that slow, I guess. I don't know. Where's that at? I might have to redo it again because it's just sitting there not doing anything. Oh, maybe I was flashing the wrong. I might be flashing the wrong version. Now that I think about it. No, so this is it. This is the MK3S or MK2.5S multi-material 2S. I'm gonna reboot and try it again. And hope I didn't brick my board. Let's try it again, see what happens. All right, we're writing it again. Let's try this one more time. Oh, yeah, that is the wrong one. Cancel that. Nope. Yep, that's fine. I'm an idiot. I did the wrong one. That was the MK2S I was doing. right, let's try that again. This should work this time. Oh man. Not always the brightest star in the sky. It's okay. Do you happen to have any 2.5 ID P2V2 line? I do not have any of that. We'll find out. Frank says yours aired out. You had to disconnect. Unplug the MMU2. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Original PRUSA, i3, PRUSA research. Am I going to get a display? It's rebooting a couple times. It says it's finished. Oh, yes, sorting files. Woo! We are okay. Warning, both. Okay. Okay. MK3S. I love it. So let's disconnect from here. And funny enough, my MMU2 is not booting. All right, maybe I disconnected something because my MMU2 is no longer responding. So I'm thinking I disconnected something inside here when I did that. But everything on the board is still connected. Yeah, all right, I did something wrong in there. Son of a gun. Oh yeah, it disconnected. Whoops. I need to power that off and go back to my guide and see which one. Back. Yeah, one of the things came undone. I'm coming undone. Doo-doo-doo. The brown is to the inside, like this. Okay, let's just see if it boots. Yep, there it goes. All right. Okay. All right, so now I want to upgrade the firmware on the MMU2. So that needs a different USB cable, which I need to find one, and I need an extension. This. And this is what I need. Where am I at? You go into you like this. MMU2. That is the wrong type of USB cable, Shane. We got this one sitting around. This should work. Should being the key word here. Whoops. All right, that's connected. Let's see if it sees it in here. So close that. Flash. That it sees it. MMU2 board. Flash. Flash, 100-yard dash. Okay, that's done. Close. Easy day. Disconnect that. Put you over there. Let me just reset the printer. Yeah, I don't know. Forward a couple ones. Yeah, the Weehas were my Christmas present. All right, so that's all. Firmware's all done. I guess that's really it. So let's just do the. I kind of want to do a what's call it real quick, a test, just a system check. So everything looks good here. I guess that's it. Throw the board back on. And we should be good to go, I guess. Yeah. I'd love to. Well, no, we had to do. I'll do the sensor. So I have to find out where's the sensor check because I have to redo that bit. That was not in the guide here. I don't. I look at the handbook, I guess, because I don't see. To adjust that, I forget what it was to do it. To be honest, if anybody knows what section it is, I need to adjust the pin to probe. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's just here guess I'll manually lower it down. No, it's not going to work. No moves properly. Need to get a zip tie out. So I can set the height on that, so hopefully it doesn't crash too much. Okay. So it's right here. Come on. Sometimes I hate how smart their stupid firmware is. Disable steppers. There we go. I just want to do that. It's just a hair on that front of that filament. I gotta be honest, I think I hit that thing square on first try. Might be a smidge too low. Where's that flathead? That's good right there. Okay, let's do calibration. Calibrate XYZ. All right, Chris, what's going on, man? Oh, whoops. Get out of there. It's shoot, come on. There we go. Let's reset that. Try that again. All right, go back here to calibration. Calibrate XYZ. Remove the center sheet bed. Okay, so search for the points. Just want to make sure everything here still works okay. I'm just going through the calibration process again. Do that. All right, did that one no problem. All right, that's all going all right. I'm gonna grab a quick drink while this does this. I'll be right back, guys. Oh. I didn't meet the mic. Oh well. Walking through my house. Ooh, it's a lot cooler out there than it is in my office. Holy smoke 'em joes. Ooh. Don't hit it, don't bump 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 it. Okay. Much better. Much, much better. It's these old parts. I'm going to try and pop out some of the screws in them. And or I should say the nuts. Because it would be a waste just to throw them away. Ouch, that really hurt. Kind of saw that one coming. Throw that one away. We got really quiet all of a sudden. I'm going to keep these original parts just in case. Oh, I printed that, but they sent me that one. Didn't need that. I definitely don't need this. Let's see if I can get the parts out of this one now. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to fix that. There we go. Yeah, I know it failed because, so the bed calibration failed because I don't have the zip ties on the thing correctly because it didn't say to do that. Just need to pull those up. Let's do that again. Calibration, nope, not that. Calibration. Calibrate XYZ again.
Daddy,
Yes, dear.
can you cuddle with me?
All right, I fixed the zip ties, so this should work this time, hopefully. There's a few extra pieces that I printed for this that weren't in the instructions. I'm guessing these were part of the what was that thing called? The spool thing. The buffer, that's what it was. Hey, Gavin. Yeah, parenting does call. She's off to bed again. Almost got all these old pieces scrounged. I have to say, I am impressed that they sent everything for it. I mean, you did also spend $20 on it. I mean, it was free to us, but free to me. But said I did go ahead and buy it for the clone. That one, that one. That one. So for those of you that are like my normal viewers, what do you guys think of the using the DSLR as for the camera? Is that working out pretty well, you think? I'm still kind of making sure I have all the right focus all the time. I have to play with the settings. It's different than my 6D, so I don't know all the settings extremely well. I just have to learn a little bit better. This thing? Oh, that's for my GoPro. All right, there's all the hardware now, so I got plenty of spares. Put that there. Oh, the brackets. Yeah, I know. They I haven't figured out how to turn them off. I just have to look it up online and mess with the camera some more. Again, it's it's a newer camera that I bought just for B-roll. Matt, I meant the people. I mean, between you, Frank, Brandon, BB3D, who else? Gunner, Jake from State Farm. Like, you guys are always in my streams. And the thing is that my 6D, it's a nice full frame camera, it's great, but it doesn't have a clean HDMI output. So it puts out like 320p, which kind of sucks. And it has like all the menu things on it. This one you can get, this one's supposed to have a clean output, which is why I bought it. Oh, that one's rubbing on there too. Dang it. It's going to fail. I know it's going to fail. Again. Because it keeps hitting that bolt. What in the world am I going to do about that? Maybe it'll work. You know what? Is that a, you gonna put a zip tie in that? Did it talk about that? No, they didn't talk about it in there. Just trying to see, I got this, this is hitting. Wow, it's doing its thing. Just didn't know if there was a way to keep it up in there or not. Where's a, let's see if I do this. Does this come out anywhere? No. All right, well, let's just do this. Put a steel sheet on there. I might just need to swap out that bolt for something shorter. Yeah, we're almost 2.5 hours in. Whew, man, I'm sweating. What is it in here? Oh, it died. A little. That's a shame. There, now it's working. Change back to Fahrenheit. Okay. All right, calibration. Perpendicular, congratulations. Awesome sauce. Changed again. All right, 79 degrees in here. So I wanted to see. I wanted to see how hot it was. It's freaking hot. Okay, so we can put this back in here. Put this away because that's more my photon. And yeah, so I think that's probably gonna be it right there. I'll do some. I'll do a straight test print. Make sure it still works okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Turn it back on. I don't need the MMU needs to do its thing again. Unless it doesn't do that anymore. It used to do a check every time it booted up. Let's preheat PLA. I'll do this and then I guess I'll go. So I just need to get some PLA of some sort from somewhere, somehow. What am I going to use? I got, I don't want to use our PLA. I got some red up here. I can use this, I guess. I'm just going to do this jank for a minute just because I have to. All right, so I've always had a problem loading. So it's a little brittle. It's a little bit not okay. It needs to be dried. It's doggone humidity. I don't know why it's not actually setting up. It's kind of weird. It's almost like it doesn't see the MMU2 there because it's not getting me the options to load any of the filaments. Well, shoot, guy, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not seeing the MMU2, and the MMU2 is not behaving properly. Oh, so Frank, you're at the same boat. All right, well, they might tell me to downgrade the firmware, to be honest, what they might actually say. Well, I guess I'm going to go and get on with PRUSA support and see what the deal is because I don't see what's happening here. It's probably because I did the firmware update, to be honest. Let's see if I can find it here. I don't see their. Problem is, I don't always see their chat doesn't always pop up properly. Oh, excuse me. Where's the chat? Yeah, it recognized the MMU. But yeah, it's not even initializing anymore. So I wonder if there's something wrong with that firmware. Let me see if I can even find. Yeah, it says it's supposed to be working. I'm just reading through the log here of it. No, it recognized it to begin with, Frank. No, the MMU2 and 2S are exactly the same except for a firmware change. Is from what I was told. I talked to Joe Mike on Twitter, and he said there's no changes to the 2S. I'm trying to find a way to get their chat to pop up, but their chat isn't popping up on any of my browsers. So trying to do this here. Sign in. See if I can figure this out real quick. Oh, there's the chat. There it is. There we go. All right, I'm getting on with their support now. See if I can solve this real quick. Copy that. Oh, where did their stinking chat go? Disappeared again. There it is. Start the chat. Let's see what they say. If I can do this real quick on here. I guess I can try and flash the firmware again while I'm waiting. Because obviously nothing's happening right now. Let's go over here. Yeah, it sees it. It took it without a problem. Come on. Come on. I wonder if I should ping Shane on Facebook. I don't know if he works weekends or not. Actually, I don't know if any. I don't even know if they're gonna answer on the weekend. To be honest. He works till like some odd hour in the morning, I think. Let's see if he replies back. Where, oh where? Oh, here we go. You guys don't hear me? Do you not see me? I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, it dropped frames there for a second. He's not online. They're not replying. So this might be it for now, guys. I think I'm just going to call it because I'm going to have to get online with their support and find out what's wrong. Because it is, with the new firmware, it is no longer seeing the MMU2. Because if I go into my menu here, it should give me options to load the different filaments to the nozzle. It's not doing that. So, and I have everything wired up exactly the way it says to. It also is telling me to unload filament, but there's no filament in here. So something is awry in this, and I don't know what it is, and I honestly don't feel like dealing with it all night right now. I just don't. So I'm going to call it right there, guys. So when I hear back, make sure you follow me on social media. I'll be sure to post on like Twitter and stuff like that once I get this working again and go from there. But as of right now, it is dead. Because it's telling me to unload filament, which I can't, and because I can't load any filament, because the MMU2 is being goofy, I don't know what to do from there. So we will be back. We'll all be online with the status, and I'll have some videos this week for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was a good time, and I will catch you guys in the next one.